team back in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special just around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there's no place quite like it. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Norris, Reed, Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Mick Schumacher, Bottas, Joe, Esteban Ocon, and Albon, Gasly, Perez, Sebastian Vettel, and Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso. They've taken a grid penalty. Sonoda, Latifi, and Felipe Massa. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Welcome back to a new episode of My Team Career Mode. Here we are at the Belgium Grand Prix. I say we make a different strategy here. So we're gonna go with strategy. Gonna edit strategy. I know this is probably weird, but so here we go. Starting P7, 5 lights are out and we are underway here at Belgium Grand Prix.
Okay, with one team somewhere on the internal combustion engine, be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Up to P4. So we're just trying to play it safe because we know we've achieved all of our goals that we wanted to achieve this season. But next career mode will be F1 2023 when it comes out on June 16th. But I'm not 100% sure if we will do the story mode or we will do the My Team Career mode. So,
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
but I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. But on the first lap, nothing has happened, but
Caution, virtual safety car's just been deployed due to build-up of debris on the track. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
so virtual safety car is ending.
Maintain positive
Hamilton
delta
came pit lane,
tracks.
and we are back under green here. We went off the
Push for the huge overtake button. Let's go. Okay, pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Okay, the officials have deployed
there you saw we braked.
multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta.
We braked,
They're retiring from the
and you saw that you saw that unfortunately Massa and Hamilton are out of the race, but this is our lap to come in for Hards.
FD for a new
So
strategy.
once again, it has played out for us.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
So we are score. Now it's like 3 of 11, but we are gonna come into the pits this time.
Felipe's dropped out of the race.
Yeah, unfortunately that's what happened. Our hope was that no one else comes in with us. We're the only one 3 out of 11 laps. So that's really what we are hoping, that no one comes in. We could possibly go for a second race win. Unfortunately, everybody was coming into pit road, so that was an unfortunate guess. But
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace if needed.
we're hoping our team can have still stayed in the top 10 here on our stop.
Perfect job on the turn in there.
Sure enough, we're sitting in P4 or P5, I mean.
After these tyres now, if
So we're still sitting in our same position. So unfortunately, everyone else, um, came in not as happy, but you know we're still sitting in the top 10. I guess I'm fine with this Grand Prix as long as we get points. I'll be happy, I guess. And our main goal so far for the rest of the season to beat Ricardo. Ricardo's right behind us in 6th, so that's our main goal this season, to beat him. So technically, as of right now, it's not about getting points, just to beat Ricardo. So he's sitting P6, and we definitely don't want him to win, or to win the rivalry. I'd say this lap, that we are going to, safety car comes in this lap, I'd say, unless not, I'd say it comes in this lap. You just stand behind because they usually brake check. Well, it looks like the safety car is going to stay out another lap. The internal combustion engine, though, is at 60%, so that's not good. Turbocharger's at 79%, so sooner or later we're gonna have to get those things replaced and give up points for one race, but I mean, I'd love to get a podium, but we're probably not. Well, that's not good. Well, our DRS wing, or the back of our wing was fault. Yeah, I'm definitely not coming in because we're sitting top 10 in points as of, or top 10 in this race, sitting 5th. We definitely want to stay ahead of Ricardo, so we're definitely not coming in. So Massa got a penalty anyway, so he wasn't going to score any points. He DNF, Hamilton as DNF. So Sainz and Russell 7th and 4th. Sainz and Russell, but Claire is your race leader, which is not good for the championship chances. Like I mentioned, Sainz and Russell are within gap of Leclerc to pass him, but he needs to DNF in order for them to be that close. But it's not like locked up just yet, so you see we're stepping a little bit back because usually you would get the launch off of the, you would think off of the turn. You clearly saw that we just were sideways. Yeah, I don't expect to pass them. I kind of wanted to, but it's just very unfortunate that, I mean, we're still staying within the draft with the ERS. But look at Ricardo. He's going to come dive and attacking. We know we have to win this rivalry, so we're going to fight back. We want to win the rivalry, so I mean, next lap will be 5 laps to go in this Grand Prix, I believe. This Belgian Grand Prix. I don't know if he has damage or not. Russell needs to really get past him. I'm not going to affect the championship fight, so if Russell could get up P6, I'll let him pass us because we're not really, because we've already cleared our goals this season that we have wanted to. So if Russell can get past Ricardo, we're only really fighting Ricardo, not for the championship. We're fighting him for a rivalry. And Ricardo locks up. We're going to let Russell pass us because he's a part of the championship fight. But I didn't expect Ricardo to come lunging up the inside. We're trying to use Russell's back wing here to stay on Ricardo. We did just that. We let Russell pass us because he's a part of the championship, so he doesn't lose as much points as the rest of these guys. But Carter can't go anywhere because of Schumacher. Schumacher with an impressive run here, sitting in, or he has helped us there because he just passes Ricardo. We're still in P6, but Russell was struggling. He wasn't really going anywhere, but we didn't want to affect the championship battle between him, Sainz, and Leclerc, even though Leclerc is the race leader. We were just going to let him pull away. But we weren't going to pass him even if we stayed with him right here. But like I mentioned, he's in the championship battle. We don't want to affect his chances. But he is definitely helping us pull away from Schumacher for them to not get the DRS that they need to get to us. And unfortunately, DRS is now enabled, which you do not want to see, but lap 8 of 11, so we've got 4 more laps of this race. But unfortunately, you see we have no DRS whatsoever, and here comes Schumacher. He's going to go into us. What in the... Jesus Christ. Schumacher, what are you thinking? There you just saw what he just did. He went on. He just made huge contact with us. We've got a yellow wing. Luckily it's not red, but Schumacher is going to have to come pit lane, I think. But he's slowing Ricardo down for sure. This is a good thing, actually. Even though it was taken, we gave him room, but he just was right there. I wasn't 100% sure if he was still there or not, but I mean, I'd say it's 50-50. But like it's just pretty weird that he went for a move like that wasn't even open till the last second when we were about to hit the turn. So, not within DRS range, it looks like. Schumacher may come in, he may not. I'm not 100% sure yet. We're coming with 3 laps to go. We're sitting in P6. And Schumacher's not going to come in. That's weird. He does have wing damage, but I guess since there's only 3 laps to go, he's not going to bother. I mean, unless he doesn't have wing damage, but why else would we be pulling away from him when we have one of the lowest equipment cars in the field? So that's what I'm wondering, but unfortunately he is going to come back. Our main goal, and you clearly see that he is going to pass us, but our main goal is just to stay ahead of Ricardo, but we're pretty pissed at Schumacher for doing this stuff to us, and here comes Ricardo. We are this pissed that we run in the back of him, or he brake checks us actually, and now all of a sudden we have no wing at all, coming down to 2 laps to go possibly. So this ain't good if we want to beat Ricardo here. Ricardo passes Schumacher, but we ran into the back of Schumacher, and Ricardo trying to pass us, but we have moved him down the order. Perez and Schumacher have both passed him. Or actually, technically, Perez is side by side with Ricardo, I believe. Yeah, so because they could easily be slowed up here. Schumacher has pissed us off, if I'm being totally honest, because he's just been trying to send dive bombs and everything we're trying to score a good amount of points here. But I'd really like to put a car between us and Ricardo, so it'd be harder for him to pass us. But it's not going to be like that for long. But we have 24 battery saved, so we're going to use it on this straight, hoping that we do not get passed. But of course, it's clearly not the case. The Schumacher wants to and you just saw what Ricardo, I believe, just did that, trying to pass Schumacher, but and they still have not fixed the DRS, but really we're not within any range of getting DRS. Next lap will be the final lap of this race. We've got no penalties, so that's a good thing. So we will, as of right now, finish inside top 10 unless Schumacher does something stupid. We're just wanting to finish ahead of Ricardo as of this point. And you just saw he went on us. And unfortunately, Schumacher is going to put Ricardo behind us. This is not what you want to see on the final lap of this Grand Prix. But I guess it has to happen the inevitable way. And Schumacher punts Ricardo. So all of a sudden, Ricardo and Schumacher are now side by side. So I thought it would be over, but Ricardo's going to come back, try to lunge one up the inside of Schumacher, but as long as they don't catch up to this on the straight, and Schumacher coming in with a huge dive bomb. Ricardo's at 7th, but I don't think it'll be enough. And you see we hit the wall though. Ricardo's gonna try to find a way to get back to us, and wow, he sending it barely into there. Here on the final lap, Russell and Sainz are going to get as much points as Leclerc is going to win the race. It looks like we're still trying to hold these guys back. Schumacher is side by side with us. We really want this point. Leclerc's going to win the race. Verstappen at 2nd, and I believe Lando Norris gets P3. We were tied with him in the... As you see, we sent it there. Not be enough for Schumacher. We get a P6. So we only lose that much. We only lose that much points to Norris, but we still get a top 10 in the end. Good result, even though Schumacher kept trying to wreck us. We finished P6, and we also, most importantly, finished ahead of Ricardo.
Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest? Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. So let's review the updated driver standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Fernando Alonso, wherever he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time, just like he's done today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they made their way up the standings. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
And there you see your top 10. Leclerc wins the race, extends his championship lead. Verstappen gets 2nd. Lando Norris gets 3rd. Sainz gets 4th, and Russell gets 5th. We get P6. Mick Schumacher gets an impressive P7. Daniel Ricciardo gets P8. Perez with a horrible day gets P9. But he started 16th, so good top 10 recovery, I guess. And most shocking of this Grand Prix, Alexander Albon gets the final point in a Williams car. One of the worst equipment cars besides ours. Like, it's pretty impressive as well. Then you got Sebastian Vettel, Pierre Gasly, Guan Yu Zhou, Valtteri Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Lance Stroll, Nicholas Latifi, Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, and the final 3 in the race, the DNF, Magnussen, Hamilton, unfortunately our teammate. So, but let's check the standings here. So Leclerc is ahead by 47 points to Russell. Sainz, he's ahead of Sainz by 73 points. He's behind Max Verstappen by 84 points. So Russell, Sainz, Verstappen, they're not out of this. But I am going to say Perez in 5th. Everybody below 5th is now definitely out of contending for the championship. I know Russell's the closest with 47 points, but if Leclerc don't DNF, there's probably no chance that Russell, Sainz, and Verstappen can gain more points. Because Leclerc is more than likely going to have to DNF multiple times in order for Russell, Sainz, and Verstappen to catch back in. But I'm not counting Russell, Sainz, or Verstappen out just yet. But if it goes over 100 with all three of those guys, I'd say Leclerc is definitely going to win the championship. So, it still hasn't, but if it does, then I'd say Leclerc will be your champion for this career mode. And also, we get passed by Norris because he gets a top 3. But, yeah. So a top 10 points day. Not a good day for our teammate Massa, but we finished better than Ricardo, our rival, which is our main goal for the rest of the season. Is just to finish ahead of our rival Ricardo. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Another one will be out, but it probably will not be out until next week. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.